when my son Joe was 12 years old, we took a trip down to Cedar Point. Now it was just Joe and me. No moms, no sisters, just us guys. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmates. Yes, Joe was 12 years old, and this was going to be an exciting trip for Joe because he was finally big enough, finally tall enough, that he was going to be able to ride on what he called the real roller coasters. You know how it is. You got to be this tall to ride this ride. Yeah. Well, now Joe was this tall, and so he was going to be able to ride all the rides. All the way down, he talked about this one particular roller coaster that had just opened up that year called the Raptor. Yeah, it was going to be awesome. So he was telling me all about it all the way down. You know, he said, Dad, this isn't, you know, those ordinary roller coasters where you get in this thing that's like a train. Nope, no way. In this one, you hang down from a big rail, okay? And you're in the seat, and your feet are dangling down. You're just dangling there on this roller coaster. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's going to be awesome, Dad. So I said, okay, I'm giving him a little bit of fatherly advice here. I said, okay, when we get there, here's the deal. We're going to get there right when the park opens. So that's going to be the best time. We're going to run right straight to the Raptor, because the lines will be the shortest they're going to be all day. It's a new ride. People are going to want to ride it. The lines are just going to be awful. So let's go right there first thing. You still want to ride this, right? Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Okay, we get there, park opens, we head right straight to the Raptor. And here we are, at the Raptor. We're among the first people to get there. Still a little bit of a wait, but not bad, not bad. We're in those little turnstile things that they got, you know, going back and forth and around, looking up at the Raptor, and boy, this thing sure is big. Right, Jim? Awesome, right, yeah, okay, awesome. So, we get to the front of the line. And here our seats come for us. And they take these great big, huge, massive safety harnesses, and they click them right in place. And that made me feel really pretty good. So I started thinking about why do we need such massive safety harnesses? And we started up, and up, and up, and up. Now, just got a little time out here. Did I mention that I am just a little bit afraid of heights? Well, actually, I get kind of nervous on a step stool. And when I get halfway up a ladder, oh man, I freeze. And let me tell you, on this ride, old Dad was turning into a human popsicle. And we're going up, and up, and up. And I'm thinking, you know, this is just silly, just absolutely silly. There's nothing going on. I'm perfectly safe. I'm just going to close my eyes, and I'm going to take some deep breaths, and I'm going to calm down. And it worked. It really worked. So I decided, well, okay, I can open my eyes. And I looked. Well, this was nice. This was okay. It was okay. Yeah, the whole park was just spread out underneath us. And Lake Erie was off there in the distance. A little seagull flew by. And then, kind of strangely, Lake Erie kind of started to tilt. Kind of slow at first, but then it picked up speed, and the next thing I know, we were screaming down, 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 straight at the asphalt, and my heart was suddenly in my throat, but my stomach was still clear up at the top of that drop. At any rate, we're going down, 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 and my life flashed before my eyes because I knew that I was going to die. So we're going down, and then a miracle happened. We didn't hit the asphalt, and we were going back up again, up right into this insanely twisted mass of metal, and then we were into it, and the next thing I knew, I was upside down, and then I was right side up, and then I was upside down, and right side up, and upside down, and right side up. Pretty soon, I didn't know whether I was upside down or right side up. And then we came out of that, and I was slammed over this way, and then I was slammed over that way, slammed this way, that way, up, down, sideways, this way, up, down. And the wind blew in, was so, I couldn't breathe, you know. It was just terrible. I was frightened out of my mind. And then I started to think. I thought, after we'd been on this ride, you know, for, well, it was about 2 hours, I think. I started to think about my son, Joe. If I was this scared, my 12-year-old son must be terrified. Absolutely terrified. So I look over, his face is all red, arms are flailing all around, and he's yelling. He's screaming at the top of his lungs, and he's trying to tell me something. And I'm going, Joe, what is it, Joe? And he says, yeah. Couldn't understand a word, you know, the wind. So, finally, we were coming into the station, and we were finally, after all this time, slowing down. I really wanted to get to it because this is my son. But I was strapped in. I couldn't move. We were traveling so fast, but we were slowing down, and I could see ahead. Yeah, this ride was going to end pretty soon. We were going to be off this thing. So I finally look over, and I say, Joe, I know you're trying to tell me something. What is it? And he said, that was great, Dad! Can we do it again? Awesome. Adam, toast me.